What's good, brother? You probably clicked on this video because you're curious about deloads, and I'm gonna give you my take on them. So, what are deloads when it comes to fitness? They're essentially the act of reducing your volume, your intensity, to let your body recover and adapt to all the stimulus that you're pounding into it, right? You lift heavy day after day, week after week. Well, eventually, you're gonna run out of steam, your bones are gonna start turning to dust. It's gonna catch up to you. Kind of a blanket statement in terms of deload is, deload every 4 to 6, 4 to 8 weeks. Now I gotta say that a rest week is entirely different than a deload week. A rest week is when you're straight up just taking a whole week off from the gym. Some people swear by it. Me personally, I always feel like I'm gonna get weaker and I just mentally, I can't do it. So now, with my age comes a little bit more wisdom. I go for the deload week because you see, I've always been stubborn and in my head, yeah, if you ease off the gas, you're gonna lose all your gains. And that's really dumb thinking when you think about it. It takes you so long to build up to the certain point, whether it's like your muscle mass, your strength, just all the elements that go into weightlifting. And to think that you're gonna lose it that quickly is honestly pretty foolish. Of course, if you have zero activity for, 3 weeks to a month, yeah, you're gonna start noticing your muscle mass going down. And I'll be honest with you too, if you take a week off, a little bit longer than a week, when you come back, you're gonna feel a little bit weaker. But the idea is giving your body time without as much stimulus to rest and recuperate and really build itself up back to a new strength level. I've heard it said before that you get weaker when you're in the gym. I mean, just think about it. Logically, that makes sense. The longer your session goes, you're not gonna be able to produce as much power output. Your endurance is gonna go down. Whether you pray to God or not, you're not gonna have it in you to push. So back on the subject of deloads, maybe, you're the guy that goes 4 days a week, maybe only go 2 days a week. If you wanna still lift with intensity, like I said, you drop your volume. If you wanna keep your volume, drop your intensity. There's many different ways to skin a cat. Essentially, your deload week should not look anything like your normal training week. And in doing that, you allow your body time to recover, come back, build your momentum, boom, go past your plateau. That's why we deload, and that's how to deload. But you're probably wondering, when do I deload? Something that I found for me personally, and I don't know if this is going to apply to anyone else, but my own personal experience is that when I'm in a state of being overtrained, I tend to start feeling depressed or just kind of like the blues, right? And it's not even necessarily like, oh, I'm sad, but I just carry this feeling of I just don't have that oomph, right? And I just feel kind of down. And it wasn't until this has happened so many times, because I have this tendency to just push. Well, it's in these periods of extreme pushing. I get to the weekend and like all Saturday I'm shot. And then Sunday I feel better, but I'm just like kind of depressed, low key. Symptoms of overtraining, feeling just down and depressed. You get sick easier, your joints really start aching. Your body's gonna really push back against you and let you know, even though you feel like a G for pushing so hard, might be time to hit the brakes. So Google search is probably gonna tell you more than I can tell you, but from personal experience, just keeping it, so simple even a caveman would understand it. Your body's gonna hurt, you're gonna feel awful, you're gonna know. There's being sore, and then there's being ready to throw in the towel, because the enjoyment that you get out of lifting is just gone. Maybe you've got it in you where you just show up no matter what, but it just becomes where you kind of dread the sessions and progress stalls, you plateau. Like I said, easier to get sick, your joints hurt. People tell you you're just more irritable because you kind of are. It's not good, bro. I don't know really the science behind it, but I would assume your body is just in such a state of shock, trying to build itself back up, that your brain just starts getting diminished taking care ofness. I don't know, bro. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos. I don't study the science on this shit, but this is my experience with it. So if you are experiencing that, a lot of people say you lose the motivation in the gym. I mean, that would be a really good time to maybe implement a deload week. Or if you're like me and you're just afraid to do the whole thing, you can auto-regulate when you enter your session. Maybe you feel kind of beat up and, go for your whatever you got programmed for that day. And if things just aren't feeling good, you could totally just reduce everything. So that way you're still in the gym, you're still getting movement. But like I said, in comparison to your typical day, maybe now, however you tailor it, you're doing 75, 60% of what you normally would do. And this allows your body time to recover and actually adapt. This is more applicable to something like bodybuilding. I've run the Calgary Barbell 16-week program. Something like that where you're training for competition. I mean, there's not as much leeway, but even with that, there were times where I would do a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday split. And, for whatever reason, life happens. I might just do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting all your sessions in. It's all good. With the strength-specific program, yeah, you want to stay a little more structured. If you're doing the bodybuilding thing, yeah, you got a little more leeway. And really, bro, I mean, that's my biggest mistake that I've made is I've only recently started embracing these deload weeks. I'm surprised I've made it this far without seriously screwing myself up. My home life balance and dynamics, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. On a good day, like a really, really good day, I will get 6 hours of sleep. On average, I'm getting like 5. I know this is not ideal. This is not conducive to getting stronger or building muscle. You gotta play the hand that you're dealt, right? Got a busy home life. Usually my son doesn't go to sleep till really late. I work all day and my wife works at night. So the only option is wake up early, go, David Goggins, who gonna carry the boat? Just, tie your bootstraps, get that shit done. It works for me. It makes sense with my lifestyle, but not deloading. It's just, how stupid can you get? Your body can only take so much. When you really think about it, if you're just beating it every single day, you never really give it a proper time to surely recover and make itself stronger. You ain't gonna make muscles unless you actually work hard. But if you're watching this video, I think you're the kind of guy that's already working hard. So take it from me, a guy who never deloaded, you probably need to deload, bro. I'm just keeping it real. But yeah, bro, do all those algorithm things, like it, share with a friend, leave a comment, whatever. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. I plan on being a little more consistent with these things. I'll save you guys the specifics, but let's just say I was getting a little too comfortable making excuses to not make videos for you guys. Try hard, do better, and I'll see you in the next one.